Hello everyone and welcome to English 111. I'm Professor Christopher Johnson and I'll be guiding you through this course. So just a few things to cover before we really get started. As it stands, all assignments are going to be due at the end of the week they're assigned in, so if we look at week 1, we'll see the assignments for week 1 are the lesson 1 quiz, lesson 2 advertisement critique, which is a discussion board post that we'll be doing, and unit 1 fouls discussion, which is another discussion board post we'll be doing. All of this material is due by Sunday, 11:59 p.m. at the end of the week. So if we're starting on March 20th, would be the first day, then everything would be due by March 26th at 11:59 p.m. That being said, with the discussion boards, and I say this in the syllabus, and I say this in the discussion board rubric and a few other places, you should not just be posting all of your discussion board posts on a single day. You should be logging in at least 3 times during the week to post something on a discussion board. I can tell when you post, I can tell how long it takes you to compose a post, and all kinds of other stuff on here. So since we have that out of the way, discussion board posts at least 3 times a week. Don't post it all at once. These are meant to be conversations, and we can't have a conversation if everybody puts all of their stuff on the last day. We don't have enough time to think about what's going on or to, talk substantially about it. So that's how due dates work. Now, occasionally you might run into, something that pops up in your life and you're not able to get your assignment in on time. That's perfectly fine. That's perfectly understandable. We're all human. We all, have stuff come up in our private lives that might interfere with our school and work lives. In situations like that, send me an email. Let me know what's up. You don't have to, give me all kinds of details. Just let me know, hey, this thing happened. I'm going to need a little bit more time. Generally speaking, I can give you a day or two to finish the assignment, and that's not a problem. These requests do need to be rare, so if I get a request for every single assignment, I will deny you. But, if something truly does come up and it truly is an emergency, let me know and we can work something out. Okay, so all of that stuff out of the way, let's talk about these lesson videos. So right now we're watching week 1 lesson video. This is hopefully where you're starting your week 1 assignment stuff. So lesson videos basically give you an overview of all of the things that we're going to be talking about during the week. We're not necessarily going to go into a whole lot of detail here on specific assignments. I'll save that for the actual lessons themselves. You'll find a lot more text, a lot of illustrative examples, videos from YouTube imported in, that kind of thing. And then we'll have a chance to talk about this stuff in the discussion boards during my office hours or through email if you ever have any questions. So for this video, week 1, lesson 1, I'll introduce you to the first few topics we're going to be covering. The first is thinking about advertising, and this is basically an introduction to the use of rhetoric, visual rhetoric, and written rhetoric in advertising. And not to diminish the science behind advertising and all of the creative work that goes into it, but generally speaking, we're starting there because it's easier to pick out the types of rhetorical tools that are being used and how they're being deployed, in advertising. And then we can take those principles, abstract them out, and apply them to our own writing. So a lot of the same thoughts and a lot of the same processes that go into the composition of visual rhetoric and using advertising to communicate with your audience also work and also apply to doing critical essays. The second, we're going to be talking about applying fouls, and I will let that one sort of speak for itself. Very, very interesting discussion. I don't want to put too many ideas in your head because we do have a discussion board post on this particular topic. Just know that the lesson materials for these you need to read very closely, but you can do it on your own time. The discussion board posts, I have the requirements for those put up in the discussion board rubric as well as they're mentioned in the syllabus. So I won't go into detail on those. In addition to that, all materials due Sunday, the end of the week. So for week 1, that's going to be the Unit 1 quiz, the advertisement critique, and the fouls discussion board posts. In addition to all of this, there is a link here on the lesson resources page that says Unit 1 assignment description. The Unit 1 assignment is Understanding Visual Rhetoric, Advertising Analysis. This essay is going to be due at the end of the second week. So turned in by 11:59 p.m. Sunday of week 2. Not week 1, Sunday of week 2. But I'm introducing it now so that we have some time to work on it. And this basically, the way this works is you're going to go through and you're going to choose your own advertisement, whether it be, a print advertisement from a magazine or a newspaper, or a video advertisement. Some people have even pulled up Super Bowl ads before, and that's perfectly fine. And you're going to go through and you're going to break it down and you're going to analyze it. We're going to be doing this using the process that Fowles lays out in that assignment discussion. So when I say pay attention to the lesson assignments, pay attention to the lesson assignments. It's going to be about 2 to 3 pages in length, about 500 to 750 words, so not a whole lot of writing, but you do want to give yourself a little bit of time to do it, and this is going to be 15% of the final grade. So like I said, we're hitting the ground running, we're going to really dive into this, and we have a really heavily graded assignment due within the first 2 weeks. All right, that's about all I have for you guys now. Best of luck, and I will see you in the discussion boards week 1.